The Albert Hotel, Port St Mary, Isle of Man. Hello! Well, today I'm in Port St Mary, south coast of the Isle of Man, and it's quite stormy today. There's a few white rapids on the sea there, you can just see. And yeah, so it's alright, Port St Mary, I like it. But behind me, just above my head, is this pub what closed down in 2013 called the Bayview Hotel, never to be reopened. Such a shame. But we've got another pub in the centre of Port St Mary called the Albert, and it's a great traditional pub. It's like the heartbeat of the village. It's really good. So let's get ourselves over to the Albert and go for a pint. See you in there. Cheers. Hardy and Hanson's Old Trip 4.3%. So here we are, the Albert, Port St Mary. Yes, this traditional pub is the heartbeat of the village. It's a tremendous pub, it really is. And it's got 3 good rooms in there. It's got like a sports room, pool and your darts, traditional. And in here it's a cosy lounge, as you can see by the roaring fire there. It's lovely. And in there's another room. And it boasts great views of the harbour. I don't know if you can see it, but it's just over there. There's the harbour. So it's not a bad little spot to sit where I am at the moment. Nice cosy fire, walking out to sea. Can't argue with that, can you? So yeah, and it's been in the O'Meara family for many years, and it's run absolutely tip top. It is really good, and it's like lots of Manx language quotations on the walls, and it's got some lovely pictures of south of the island. And when you go to the gents' toilets, don't bang your head. That's why I wear a hat in here. It's got a low ceiling on the men's toilets. So yeah, it's really good. And also, they do fishing trips here out to the Carver Man. And it's a great place to go for a pint after a fishing trip. It really is. So the beer I've chosen today is from the UK. And originally this was brewed by a brewery called Hardy and Hanson's, which shut in opened in 1930 when 2 breweries joined together, Hardy and Hanson's. But it closed in 2006. It was taken over by Greene, they're from Bury St Edmunds, Suffolk, and they were formed in 1799. Now, this is called Old Trip, and the pub in Nottingham called the Old Trip of Jerusalem, which is the oldest pub in Britain. I think it goes back to 1139, and the pub itself is built into the sandstone wall of Nottingham Castle. Yes, and this was a tribute really to the pub itself called Old Trip of Jerusalem, but now it's called Old Trip, and it's brewed by Greene. Now recently I've had a couple of Greene beers and they've not been brilliant, to be honest, so I just hope this is okay. Got a chance because the beer in here is always in tip-top condition. So this is Old Trip, 4.3%. It's got Golden Challenger and First Gold hops. So it's an amber colour beer. You might not look it on there, but it is amber colour and amber copper. Sweet nose expected, slightly off whitehead. Time for a slurp. Alright. Now it's got a lot of toffee there and a bit of caramel. Oh, and the dark fruits. Just let me taste it again. It's got that slight Greene twang. Now certain breweries have twangs. Timothy Taylor's have a twang, but they're nice twangs. All their beers are great. And Hyde's Brewery in Manchester has a particular twang, but it enhances the beer. Greene twang is like a slight cloyed sweetness, and you can slightly taste it in that. But this is better than the Greene, the beers I've had recently. Much better. Toppy, dark brew, big caramel element. You can taste it. 4.3%. Yes. not bad, but you know, only because it's in good condition, I think. I wouldn't like to have that in bad condition, it wouldn't be quite right, but it's okay. So anyway, my mate, kegged up Keith, who lives in Port Erin, he said to his missus, I'm going out. She said, don't be going to the pub. He said, I'm not. So he goes out and he goes to the pub. So anyway, he has 10 pints. He comes out of the pub, falls over, picks himself up, staggers down the path, holding onto the railings, falls over, flat on his face, picks himself up, finally got to his front door, put the key in the latch, falls in, flat on his face, clambers up the stairs, falls into bed, fast asleep. 5 minutes later, the telephone goes. Wife answers, and anyway, she puts the phone down and said, hey, kegged up Keith, you've been to the pub again. He said, I haven't. He said, yes, you have. He said, how do you know? He said, the landlord of the Red Lion just phoned, and he said, you've left your wheelchair in there again. Blimey. Kegged up Keith. What's he like? The Albert, Port St Mary. It's definitely worth going to. It's a really cracking traditional pub, right at the heartbeat of the village. Excellent, and the beers are always good in here. Roaring fire, fantastic views, everything's good about it, it really is, and it's on the bus route, really good. And this beer is by Greene King, and it's called Old Trip, 4.3%, an amber, no, I'd say amber copper looking beer. I can taste like Greene King cloyiness, it's just there a bit, but it's not the worst. And it's dark fruits, toffee, and a bit of caramel. So, I'd just like to say thank you, the Albert, for putting me up at this lovely fire, and thank you to Old Trip, although not the best pint in the world, but it's done the job. Cheers! So there you go, that's the Albert. Now, I can see my cheeks are red from the fire, sitting near the fire. I'm going to go back in a minute, but I've just nipped out here. It's a bit of a stormy day, I must admit. The wind's blowing a bit, but I really enjoyed it in there, and it was Canberra Pub of the Year 2021, and I know why. It's absolutely superb, and every time I go in, the quality of the beer is absolutely tip top, and that's all you can ask for. Great boozer, that. I know I use the word great too much sometimes, but that is a great boozer. Well done, the Albert in Port St Mary. Really good, fantastic. Right, I'm going to go back in the pub and sit near the fire and get more rosy cheeks. Oh, what beer shall I have next? See you soon. Cheers.